Lords and ladies, welcome back to more of the third age with me, the casual gaming dad, where since last time I did go back and do a little bit of skill grinding, mostly for Idriel. I got Water Stallion for her now. You know, she's back on working on cleansing waters. And I got Northern Storm for Elgost. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually get another Polish Elfstone of Spirit Enhancement, but that's not what Northern Storm's for. I have other plans for Northern Storm, but I'll go over that once we go through this here and get on to the next bit. Ah, arrivederci, Denethor. Takes his job so little. Can you survive being on fire for that long? I mean, look how far he had to run while on fire.
The banner of Elendil is kept here.
Is that not wild to anybody else? Is that just me? Yes, as Gandalf says there, we have to get to the banner of Elendil. I love how there's an orc up there that looks like he's in charge of, like, you know, everything else. Don't miss these two treasures behind us here, though. The more than an Aiden accessory, armor and accessory, and a new helm for Hadhod. We are finally going to see Hadhod's face. So there's some Royal Guard van braces there for Eowyn. You know, just a small upgrade in armor, but a nice upgrade in stats. And Hadhod has rocked this armor 60 helm since Moria. And we now have him something different. Different. We are going to lose a little bit of strength, but we gain speed. And we get to see his lovely little face again. I mean, look at that. And this pin here, I would be tempted. In fact, I'm very tempted. My strength, dex, and speed. But I think staying on that for the speed and the spirit is still better. Although, you know, he does even damage. Roughly even damage anyway. Oh, and a new mithril helm for Aiden there. Very nice. And over here, a new brooch of commandment for Elgost. Now, the one thing with this area here, though, is there is a fight, like just a random battle that we do want to participate in here. That would be great for him if it didn't lower his speed, you know, really. But what can I say? It lowers his speed so he doesn't get it. And a massive jump up to 70 damage helmet. We lose a little bit of spirit, gain a little bit of strength. But just for the extra armor, it's 100% worth it. So, it is time for us to clear out the Great Hall. As you see, we've got a treasure on the left, and there's another one on the right. We will do a sweep of the hall before we finish, so just to make sure we've got everything. And I'm going to demonstrate right here, right now, why I like Northern Storm. So, obviously, it's EOE, we already know that. Tell you what, let us frenzy. I can put to sleep, but if I have to as well afterwards. So, with Northern Storm, like, yes, after an evil mode to come, I can make Northern Storm hit absolutely stupid numbers. Unfortunately, without lowered Idriel's damage at the minute, I can't quite do that. I mean, we still do good damage EOA, you know, 5 to 6k. But if we look at that, say they've got Northern Storm on them, so they will take continual ticks of lightning damage. That is the main reason I like Northern Storm, especially for the area coming up. Just because, thank God you missed Hadhod. Yeah, like I say, for the area coming up, it does help having those extra ticks of damage on the enemy. I want number 2, which is what that one. Get rid of that one first. Idriel, I'm going to have Idriel take the last turn. I think it's my plan here. I love the little storm clouds over the head as well when you've used Northern Storm. Is a rupture armor more? Tell you what, we can do this. Because we'll drain health. If that doesn't kill, we can drain health again. Guaranteed to hit. Guaranteed to hit. So we'll get Berethor and Morwen in for their turn, and then we'll have a look at Water. Water Stallion is expensive, especially considering I'm going to be using it on, well, one enemy. But, you know, we'll get over that. I was thinking about stealing there, but Mormon still has axe attacks that I would like to learn at some point. Let's get in the old Berethor here. Little Guardian Strike. Thank the Lord that didn't kill, because... Oh, but Northern... See, look at the damage from Northern Storm there. Israel didn't even get a turn. But this works out perfectly, because I'll just use Israel to wipe the next battle, if I'm completely honest with you. Bring Elgots for Northern Storm, then I'll just have Israel come in with them, the Water Stallion. But she was on the field, so it doesn't matter. But for winning that, we get the first Age Steel Longsword of Eredor for Berethor. Then every one of these fights is going to give us some equipment. 220, so it is an upgrade, even though we do lose a little bit of strength, speed, and dex. We do get a slight upgrade there. A blade full of ancient power from the dawn of Middle Earth. Although looking at it, you would definitely think it's axes for more than that we're after. I mean, these axes don't look the greatest to be saving the world with, you know what I mean? Oh, so this one's going to be fun. I am going to frenzy, and I know what you're thinking, why you're frenzying, and it's honestly mostly just so I can get some health back for him. And find Sabidozi before we yet again unleash the Northern Storm. I mean, just the animation itself of Northern Storm looks so good. Like, I love it. I think it's fantastic. Now, I grinded these out in Region. And now I guess we swap hard on it. See, look at that. 2,700 they're taken. So, the problem with Water Stallion, is 250 AP. But the Frenzy, it's 700. The double cast isn't a Frenzy. Plus your 200 for Frenzy. But as you're about to see here, this attack here is also absolutely nuts. Like, completely nuts. For an AoE. And it's only one horse. 12 to 18,000 AoE damage. Now, I think that's absolutely crackers, to be honest with you. And we'll get some new Mithril Power runs for Israel there. And maybe he's a little bit overpowered. There's definitely a chest here somewhere on this side, but I can't remember where it is. Maybe further up. I'll be honest, we're probably going to finish the fights off first anyway in this room before we go for the chest. But a nice little upgrade, a little bit more strength, and matches with the rest of our armor here. Yeah, I am just going to have to save here. Oh no, there's a chest there. I know there's a chest on this side. Well, I'll clear out these two battles here. Whatever you do though, once you've cleared out this room, do not talk to the orc on the throne until you are 100% sure you've got every treasure and every item from it. Or else it's going to take you through the story beats and you're going to end up somewhere you don't want to be. I should probably stop with the Northern Storm spam though, but I do like Northern Storm. It's just the casting animation does take a while. Same as Water Stallion. Yeah, I'm also going to say this in boss fights, to be honest with you, just because, well, it's an absolutely, unbelievably, fantastically great move. More than anything. But the damage Dixie puts on is honestly unbelievable. Really, Eredin? You missed? So, I mean, look at that. 2,500. Find me anything else in this game that does 2,500 per tick. On like, obviously on tick damage, right? Because I can't think of it. Oh, sorry about that, viewers. Just a little sneeze. Yeah, I can't think of anything that does that much tick per turn as far as you know, a DOT Condi tick goes in this game. However you want to phrase it. Northern's... Sorry. Don't know where that cough came from. Do apologise. I've got a little bit of a cold, I'll be honest. Yeah, Northern Storm just does obscene tick damage. The point where I'm going to have to stop using it, I'm not going to be able to get everybody in to take a turn. Because these things are just, well, they're just dying. And I still have Morwen and Hadhod to get in. Now, I should say, I'm not as fussed about getting everybody a turn at this moment in time. It would be nice. 9,400 on the counter there. Very nice Bellathor. I need dice to Northern Storm. It would be nice, but I am going to say, after this episode, we will be in the final area of the game, and I'm going to show you how I level my party up to max level, which is something I'm going to be doing off screen over the weekend before the next episode. The increase in damage that the enemies do in the next area itself, in my opinion, warrants the extra levels being needed. You know, we are going to be... you missed. You didn't. Yeah, the enemy... and Dark Waters, really? I should have swapped this dude out. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess... I set them all on fire, that's something. They sleeps only single target. I guess we just try and suffocate evil. And by the time you get this Elf Stone of Light, right? I swear, I absolutely swear, there's no enemies left that you can use blind suffocate evil on. I've never ever got suffocate evil to work. Ever. Now you might notice I'm not putting any fights out of this one. That is mostly because, well, that's all this episode's going to be again, is it's just an onslaught of fights. Get stormed! So now I have the enemy double ticked, as you can see there. Now I've got Northern Storm and Wheel of Fire on. After this, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, to be honest with you. Hang on, let's have a look at the health here. Right, so these two in the middle of it, I can probably take them out with an arrow flurry, to be honest. If this hits, this should kill both of them. Well, hot diggity dog. It did not kill the Easterling. Which I should have known, because I haven't built them on strength or dex. I built them on spirit and speed. Idril, Frenzy. That orc at the end will 100% survive. Water Stallion. But the name of the move there will 100% survive Water Stallion, this dude over here. This dude, he does not take a lot of damage from spirit-based attacks. Okay. Oh, not disturbed sleep. Oh, thanks, you woke us up. That's... yeah, okay, honestly, that's fine. Cause... Bellathor can Bellathor cleanse statuses? I have a feeling he can with Shield of Courage. Yes, he can. With Shield of Courage. Our AoE Condi Cleanse. Which is our AoE Cleanse, really. Let's finally get rid of this dude. He's the problem maker. 14,000 with an Orc Bane. Absolutely beautiful. I love how Wheel of Fire tried to tick on one of them. It just didn't work. Same as Northern Storm there, because he's got Dark Waters up. So I think I've shown before that obviously Dark Waters negates the damage until he hits, see? So I have to hit him to break the shield, or else he's not going to take anything. Wheel of Fire and Northern Storm included. Counter-attack. Bam! And he should be good now for Hadhod to come in and finish off. Maybe if Hadhod can hit him and actually kill him. Go on, Hadhod. Yes. You beautiful faced dwarf. I forgot what your face looked like, you handsome little thing. Nobody's ever said that to a dwarf, let's be real. And that should be everything apart from the orc on the throne played out now. Which means we can get these last 2 treasures and the last fight in here. Like you say, from the Palantir glowing there. There is one more fight we want to do in here that is not that one on the throne. But we'll pick up some treasures first, obviously. Be rude not to. Sorry. Oh. Having a cold while you're a smoker is honestly terrible. That's more spirit, so we'll go with that. I'm a fan of spirit. And a new chest plate for Berethor, more speed and strength. Plus it plays into like the Dark Numenorian armor, which I really, really enjoy in this game. Some nice new pauldrons for him there, some more strength, weirdly enough. Hadord. Do I start giving you spirit, Mr. Hod? For your shields? I think I might, actually. Hadord, if you haven't guessed, my Hadord build, I like them having strength, speed. He needs dex to hit. But I do like giving him a little bit of spirit as well. Hadord's the only character I try to get everything to 100 for. Everyone else is sort of like, you know, 2 stats, 2 or 3 stats. And outside of that, I don't really care. But Hadord on an even build is actually pretty good. Like, he needs dex, to be honest. Just give him some dex. Dex helps with his dodging chances as well. So if I walk forward here, as you can see, right, that orc's going to want to fight me. But there happens to be a piece of equipment that you can only get from a random encounter in this room. Which we can do by, you know, having a little goosey around to make sure we haven't missed any treasures, which, I mean, I know we haven't. Because there's not that many treasures to start with. I do believe it's this fight, so I'll catch us after it. Right, there we have it. It was a fight just before the encounter on the throne, not the one I was in before. We get a Dwarven Mythal Scale Tabard. For Berethor. No, for Hadord. Because I don't think I've missed a one here. I'm almost positive that I haven't missed an encounter here that gives us something. I think this is the last one. The Banner of Elendil.
Ships are coming, but Aragorn stands upon the prow. We shall carry the day yet.
The Banner of Elendil is our last perfect mode attack. It deals light damage AoE to all enemies. Oh, I love this part. I'm actually going to be quiet for this. Look at them go! Sorry, I know it sounds going to be quiet because I do love that. I love Theoden's speech here, but I also love that one rider that's just going hell-bent for leather. Like, absolute hell-bent. Fire at will! Oh, the charge of the Rohirrim. What a beautiful bit of cinematography. Yeah, cinematography. I'm positive that's what the word is. But we are now in Pelanor Fields, where, well, let's just show you. Not only do I love this little battlefield, you know, you've got obviously dead Rohirrim, dead horses, you've got a Nazgul in the background on the Fell Beast. You can see the Mountain of Fire, you can see Otter Druin from here. But these enemies get a lot tougher as you can see, I just hit that thing for 15,000 and it's got at least 6 to 7,000 health left there. Like the enemies in Pelanor Field, this is the final spike of the game, and this is why Northern Storm is so good, is because of the tick that it can deal in Pelanor Fields. Oh, and then obviously with Northern Storm you get the tip of the Minas Tiriths in the background there, which is also beautiful. Like Pelanor Fields, this has to be my absolute favourite, like hands down favourite battle screen of the game. I have to kill him. Hopefully this kills. Yeah, see, look, even Idril can't kill anymore, and she's dealing 14,000 to hit. Like our guaranteed spirit DPS has disappeared on us. And there's Stagger and Bash. I mean, I'm not bothered about Stagger and Bash, to be honest. See, I mean, we get the ticks from obviously Northern Storm, which helps tremendously. Oh, god damn it, Aiden. Why'd you suck? Get him gone, Morwen. See, Morwen can hit Aiden. Why can't you? Yes, my Aiden might go a weird double build yet. I haven't quite decided. But if they can't have the hot attack here. No, I mean, no, I should be alright. I should be alright. Nope. The HUD killed it. But yes. We are now in the fields of Pelanor. And obviously the problem with the fields of Pelanor is the enemies out here, like I say, they get increasingly, well, difficult. Now, Pelanor Fields is a bit of a weird one as far as the actual area goes, because, I mean, it's Pelanor Fields. We must just run in straight lines. I mean, you can see the next save point ahead of us there in the distance. Just underneath where that fell beast is there with the Nazgul on his back. Presumably the Witch King, given the events that went down at Minas Tiriths behind us here. I mean, look at that. Is that not just beautiful? Turn around moment. There we go. Like, that's postcard quality right there. Absolute postcard quality. Absolutely fantastic. But what's time for now is to have a look at our new equipment. So we get the Royal Guard Shield from that battle that we just did there for Aiden. Harold gets a Dwarven Scale Meal Tabard. Lowers the strength a little bit but increases everything else. And I don't think I've missed anything for him. Hope I haven't. I'm going to double check. Some bonus strength off them pauldrons there for Morwen. And Idril does have a level up, which is definitely going into her speed. So like I say, in between episodes here, you're going to come back. All of these will be at 100. I'll not do any of the status increases. I'll do all of that on screen so we can see what the points are going into. If we check our quest log here, you'll see Minas Tiriths is at 100%. And Pelanor Fields, we've got to ride to ruin before fight for the king at the same time. We are double booked with only 9 more scenes to go, and we have everything. But as always, with finishing one area of the game, it opens up. Well, as you all know, I'm just going to save over this one here near Citadel, and you will see it opens up a brand new chapter for Evil Mode. So I'll go get us loaded into that. I'll come back when we're ready there, and we shall take on Minas Tiriths Evil Mode, and then we'll have a look at the goodies we get for doing it. So yeah, I'll cut away here and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to look there. I did not miss anything in Minas Tiriths throne room. I didn't think I did, but I started to doubt myself. But here we are in Evil Mode with Minas Tirith. Standing upon 7 walled levels, the White City has served as Gondor's final bulwark against Sauron throughout the Third Age. Now you will notice there is one more Evil Mode left, and obviously, you know, no brownie points for guessing. It's Pelanor Fields. The Pelanor Fields Evil Mode has some of the best rewards for an Evil Mode, in my opinion. Now, I do have another save where I could take advantage of that and save it onto this one, but it does make the characters fairly busted, so I'm not going to do that. I will keep... I mean, obviously, once I finish this save... Once we finish with this this walkthrough here, I will obviously, you know, do the Evil Mode repeatedly to get absolutely perfect builds on the characters for as far as certain stats and abilities and stuff go. And then obviously from that I will be able to demonstrate, you know, the end of the game with absolutely bonkers stats. If the game wants, it can screw you straight away here on this battle, by the way. As you'll notice with normal battles like this, we cannot actually swap. We can't swap where we're at, we're just stuck. You have to go for the stuns, and unfortunately I missed the stun on Morwen. Now I don't think Morwen can kill the troll that's in front of her. Not if she keeps using Northbane at least. If she used Rohirric Air Rampage, then maybe's. But with just an Orcbane, we should survive to just, you know, hopefully land a stunning strike, which just kills. I mean, look, as busted as strong as the enemies get when we play through the normal mode of the game, when we play through Evil Mode, the enemies get just as busted. It's really fun. At least I think it's fun. Now look, I think we're... Is this the rampage? Yeah, the rampage troll now. You can see the chest in the background that we opened after we slayed the rampage troll there. Thankfully it wants to give us this party to fight. Oh no, there's the anti-stun. Ruining my fun. Well, in that case, I mean, I guess I just kill Morwen. I'm still going to use stunning blades because I know it kills. They can be as immune as they want. I don't think I can kill Berethor on a single hit. No, but thankfully Elgost isn't getting to turn anytime soon, and then we can kill him quite easily. Really, game? Are you for serious now? Well, I don't think Elgost... Oh, Elgost can't kill us, but there is a good chance that this combination of Elgost and Berethor can. 100%. They can kill us between the two of them. Absolutely. Oh, he used Royal Grace. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I think. I need this to hit him. We were blessed there. We were blessed by Sauron. The grace of Sauron preserved us there. If Berethor went into any attack, be it his 3-hitter or his 5-hitter there, Ithilien Wrath or Gondor Rampage, we were dead. 100% we were dead. Oh, but now we're going to use the Easterlings. Really? Water Stallion? This is going to take a while. As we've seen when I've cast Water Stallion. The animation is quite long. But thankfully, this is their Idriel, not my Idriel. Whilst this is also their Hadhod that doesn't miss. The Rampage of Durin does look pretty cool though. So I'm going to put them all to sleep. And I think I'm going to bully him first. I'm going to bully Aedan. He is generally the easiest to kill. And then as soon as we get another turn on the other dude, we are going to cast the shield that thankfully they never used against us. I'm quite happy just to skip turns. There we go. We are going to use Black Shield. So anybody that we do wake up, when they hit us, they get hurt as well. Now it's just, do I want to go for Hadhod or Idriel? Then we'll try and get rid of Hadhod first. He does have the multi-hit attacks and he's probably slower than Idriel. He's gonna berserk himself. That hurt, Hard Hod. And that really hurt, dude. Get out. Another way to get through this is if you don't kill if he doesn't kill everyone, you can literally just use War Call. War Call is really good if all three of your Acelings are alive, because it's a 3-pate attack. Really, you're gonna go Water Stallion again? I think Black Shield reflects this still. Either way, I still think the Aceling vet's dead. And if that's the case, then I'm very sad. No, I'm not. He's not dead. He is not dead. Not quite dead yet, sir. I think by the skin of our teeth we got through this evil mode here. It just... Oh. Unless she dodges the attacks. Unfortunately... No, there we go. Unfortunately, Sauron has not given his blessing on these fights so far. We've had slight turn of unfortunateness. And that's before we get to the last one here. Now, Wrath of Angmar is good, but we need to Morrowind. It's just in what order we do it is the problem. I'm taking out Elgos first. I don't know why that seems like a good idea, but it seems like a good idea. Horse Lord Skewer hurts, but not terrible. As the Witch King, we do have a lot of armor. And he's going Wizard's Dream, which is AP. Which we have, I mean, with the Witch King of Angmar, we have an infinite amount. We do not have an infinite amount of health, though. Once I get rid of Berethor, I can start using Fear. At least. I should have went for Berethor first, actually, because I could just start the Fear train. We've heard of the Love train. Look at that damage from Gandalf. 15,000 on his Flames of Arnor. Aiden doesn't do a lot of damage, thankfully. Gandalf is susceptible to fear. I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly. Yes, he is. Now, fear is not a... As you can see there, fear is not, you know, one and done. They can... It will wear off eventually, as fear does. It's just... I also love the fact that the icon for fear is the undead elf from the Dead Marshes that Frodo fell into the pool with. I do like that. But yeah, fear doesn't last forever, but it lasts long enough to let us get some consistent damage in. Let's see. Let's roll down the turn order here. Gandalf does get a turn eventually, but fear lasts long enough to just be able to kill everything. It's just Berethor is 100% immune to fear. Don't forget that you can kill Berethor and then fear the other three and take them out before there's anything to worry about. But look at the rewards for the Minas Tirith evil mode. So for Hadar, we got the Second Age Mithril Dwarven Warhammer. Aiden gets both the Second Age Golden Glaive of Eregion and the Second Age Steel Glaive of the High King. Berethor gets a Númenórean Dark Plate Battlefold. Morwen gets a Second Age Aisling Steel Pacing Axe. And Berethor gets a Númenórean Wool Shadow Cloak. So I'll get this saved into the save file that we're using. We'll come back, we'll load back into Pelanor Fields, and we will have a look at this new equipment and see, you know, we'll have a look, we'll see how much better it is than what we've already got. So I'll take care of that and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back here now in Pelanor Fields where we can have a look at some of this equipment. So the damage is insane. So the Second Age Steel Glaive of the High King. 2 strength, dex, speed, con and spirit for Aiden versus the Glaive of Eregion, which is 3 strength, 7 con, 2 con and 7 spirit. Now, I think it's pretty obvious which one to use. I mean, yes, the two. I mean, we'll have a look at them both. I mean, that one there, that does just look fantastic. And the speed is really nice. And that is just the golden version with a little bit more... It gives you, obviously, as you can see there, you know, a little bit more strength, a little bit more spirit, but less speed and dex. But just for the fact that it's gold, I do like that. It does look very nice. Hadrod's hammer. A terribly powerful dwarven weapon of damages past 220 damage. But, I mean, we lose speed. But who's going to stand in front of a dwarf with that? Now, one thing I didn't do there is I did not show you these. So, the glaive of the High King, an ancient glaive rumored to be that of the Elven High King, which is obviously Gil-galad. And the glaive of Eregion is just an ancient glaive lost in the Great Wars. Yeah, that is technically supposed to be Gil-galad's. Morwen, obviously, just 108 for Morwen's. Morwen's attack on her weapons doesn't really spike as much, but you got to think she does hit twice, so that 108 would be the equivalent of what, a 216 on a single weapon. We lose a little bit of strength, but the rest of the stat growth is quite nice, and I mean, honestly, they look really good as well. Berethor. So, we get a new Numenorian Wool Shadow Cloak. Sorry. Which is very nice, especially the extra speed. And I mean, you know, it fits with the black. Just need to get rid of that helmet. And the golden shield, to be honest with you. And we get a slight upgrade in armor. A few extra stats there from the fold. I mean, it looks exactly the same as that. There's no physical difference when you view it. But that is everything we get from Evil Mode for now. Obviously, there is one more Evil Mode to do, like you've already seen. But I want to show very quickly how I grind the levels in this game. Now, there's probably multiple ways to do this, but this is just the one that I've found the quickest and the easiest just to get the encounters, and that is Helm's Deep. Now, obviously, if you know a better grinding spot than Helm's Deep, then, you know, please do let us know. Like I say, I'm going to be doing this over the weekend before I do the next video. But what I tend to do is I come back to Helm's Deep here. Obviously, it chucks you back to nighttime Helm's Deep. And very important, we have to go to everybody's weapons. The second aid glaive of Region's cool, but a 45 damage spear is better. Mithril Warhammer, an 11 damage axe. Now, there's a reason we change our weapons to be the weakest of weak. Between the longsword of Eriador and the longsword of Gondor, we don't lose that much in stats. But because this game works mostly off the damage your weapon does, rather than the damage from your strength, it makes it an absolutely huge difference. So what I do is I'll come over here, go to this bit here, and I will just run around in a circle here, and we will get the encounter. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the full encounter here, that would be absolutely stupid. So what I like to do is Arrows of Sleep, and what you're about to see here is my damage is absolutely terrible. See? I don't do very good damage. Dude, will you go to sleep? Well, this one has sleep. Lightcraft does. Go to sleep. Oh, he's immune. That'll be why. Okay, don't go to sleep then. Defensively, we're still alright. And then what I will do is I will very slowly just chip away at the enemies. Like they say, we only did 1,000 damage. Spearcraft will rupture your armor. 3,000. And the reason I do the weaker weapons is for that, the counterattacks. If them counterattacks hit, then we do have a problem. And I will just very slowly, like I say, just like this. I mean, normally I'd bring Berethor in and I'd have Berethor use Company Valor. I'd have Berethor constantly just using Fellowship Grace. I'd probably just do his attacker moves last. Let me do this. Now, obviously for moves that aren't, say, physically offensive moves, if I take Aiden out here and we'll go into Morwen, something like Thiefcraft, for example. I just use C's skill repeatedly. She steals a skill point. We just endure a flame with Hadhod repeatedly. Obviously, Idriel, she just heals or casts haste. Aiden's spirit attacks are a little bit different. Because a lot of his are drains, what I tend to spend my time doing is I tend to spend my time just using channel health. And if an ally's at full health like Morwen there, you see we don't transfer any health, but we still get the spirit power for it. And that is all I do. Obviously, Morwen Axecraft, you just use battle haste. Like, let's not mess about. So what I do is I tend to just, you know, hit my turbo button for me emulator that I'm playing on here to go into super fast mode. Knock the enemies asleep. You can do everyone's spirit crafts. That don't deal damage in this one battle. You can do all of Elgoth's ranger crafts. And then just bring Berethor in and honestly just have him spam Fellowship Grace repeatedly. Repeated spam of Fellowship Grace, say that's 60 AP, that's more than you're going to be spending. You're not generally going to be doing double Axecraft like I've done here. I'm only doing this to try and speed it up because I want to I do want to get out of this battle here. This is just, you know, a little demonstration of how I prefer to do it. So let's get Idril in here, she can just drown these guys. But yeah, this is how I'm going to grind my levels. And the reason I pick Helm's Deep is I find this one area I'm in at the minute is a lot easier to get encounters with than anywhere else in the game. The encounter rate seems to be quite high. It's quite easy to fill up the Eye of Sauron here. Obviously I avoid any attacks like that because, as you can see, that's 20k damage a pop. That just absolutely runs them over. But the experience here still isn't terrible. See, it's still 38,000 to fight, which is... It's still a decent amount of experience. It's not as much as we were getting in, say, Minas Tiriths, or what we could get in Pelanor Fields, but the encounters seem to come along quicker. So I'm going to get all of these abilities here for everybody now, as well as get everyone up to the max level. And as you can see, I'm just showing here what abilities we've actually got left, as well as the max level. And as you can see here, the Banner of Elendil is our final perfect mode. Light Spirit attack that hurts and stuns all enemies. So we'll have True Shot for Elgoth when we come back. We'll have Pace Spirit, Fangor and Roots. You know, everybody's going to have all of these moves. We haven't got a lot left to get realistically, apart from these ones here, which there is a lot here, but most of them kind of suck. He will have Absorb Malice as well, so he will absorb all elements by then. I mean, even Berethor is really close with Sunning Strike to start Gondor Rage, Rampage, and then there's not much here that I actually care for anymore, but I'll get it all, and I will also get all these crafts here. And the way I do that is I just constantly craft Old Toby. Just Old Toby repeatedly. Repeatedly. Old Toby is my out of battle heal because it restores HP and AP to a single character, so the more of that I can have, the better. If you want, you can get some Symbol Mine Petals and some mushrooms. They can be quite useful towards the end of the game, especially in the final fight. As well as Maya Embers, if you plan on using physical attacks rather than spirit attacks in a couple of the final fights, because you deal additional light spirit damage for the full battle, which, you know, if anything's weak to light, that is absolutely, you know, fantastic. Like, what more could you want? And as far as saving while you're here goes, you quite literally just come back and save your game. There's... I mean, watch, I'll show here. I'll put this down here. And Minas Tiriths third gate, that can go bye-bye. So once we save up here, we get asked if you want to travel back. All you do is you travel back to go back to Pelanor, and here we are. We just keep our save next to Gamling here. Secure the front gate. You can go down the front gate all you want. The story part of this game is done. Nothing's going to happen down there. So when you come back, I will have everybody's skills learned. Well, when you come back, when I do the next episode, and everybody will be level, I think it's 100 it caps out at. But I'm not going to do anybody's level ups. I'm going to keep all the level ups for the start of the next video. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies, this is where we're going to leave it. I'll take care of everything, like all of this over the weekend before the next one. I hope you all enjoy your weekend. And as always, this is the Casual Gaming Dad signing out. Stay safe.